aren't the only winners when it comes to last night's Super Bowl. Contessa Brewer is at HQ with a look at the sports betting landscape. Contessa.
Yeah, that was a really stunning Eagles win there, 40-22. And now we're getting a big picture, stunning look at betting for the Super Bowl from GeoComply. 14% growth in active player accounts over the weekend, up from last year's big game. It was more than 724,000 new online betting accounts. Just before halftime of the Super Bowl, right after the Eagles scored their third touchdown of the game, GeoComply recorded a peak of 14,300 geolocation transactions per second. Now, Circus Sports CEO Derek Stevens told me in the wee hours of the morning that he saw a record Super Bowl Sunday for both handle and win, that the sportsbooks benefited from the growth in prop bets and the fact that there were no touchdowns from popular players like Saquon Barkley or Travis Kelce. Before the game, Caesars said a bettor at the sportsbook in New Orleans made a $250,000 bet on the Chiefs to cover -1. Oops. Though the Eagles' wagers were slightly outweighing the Chiefs' wagers just before kickoff. Caesars says it had the biggest in-game handle ever for a Super Bowl, the amount of money wagered increasing because of that lopsided score at halftime. Bettors were just piling in to gamble on a Chiefs comeback. Looks like there were some bad bets. FanDuel spokesman Chris Jones told me nearly 2 million fans made a pick on that kick of destiny. More than half picked Eli Manning, and they won $10 each in bonus bets. Meanwhile, FanDuel CEO Amy Howe told me Friday on Squawk Box she wants to see more enforcement against offshore unregulated sports books and those Fantasy Plus operators that offer play that certainly looks a lot like sports betting, and they're not paying the licensing fees. Well, later that same day, on Friday, the Illinois Attorney General sent out a consumer alert about the risks of unlicensed betting apps and sites and said he sent cease and desist letters to Bovada, which is a big offshore platform, and PrizePicks, which is a fantasy site. And GeoComply says in states where this kind of enforcement action is happening, growth in new accounts for the sports books is twice as high as in states where unlicensed play is ignored. So you can see why it's important to DraftKings, FanDuel, Fanatics, and the like to see the unlicensed players really come into focus. Guys?
All right. Contessa, thank you. Contessa Brewer. Yeah, the odds makers got it a little bit wrong. You think?
Yeah.
That was an old-fashioned beatdown. It reminded me of the mid to late 80s, early 90s Super Bowls where the NFC was just dominant at the line of scrimmage on both sides.